Book reading session. Freshwater habitat. First, what do you mean by habitat? Each and every living organism need a place to live and reproduce. So such place is called habitat. So here we are going to see about the types of habitat. In that first one, freshwater habitat. So what do you mean by freshwater? It's a pure water. Okay. So in that also we can see some plants and animals in the freshwater habitat. Okay. And here rivers, lakes, ponds and pools are the freshwater habitat. Water hyacinth, water lily and lotus are seen in the freshwater habitat. In these plants, roots are very much reduced in size. Stems and leaves have air chambers that allow aquatic plants to flow in water. Okay. So freshwater habitat means we can see some plants and animals over in freshwater habitat. Okay. And we can see hyacinth plant, lily plant, lotus plant in the freshwater habitat. They are floating. No, you can see the lotus plant in a water. So that is floating because the air chambers present in it. So that only it is floating. The air spaces will be like this. Okay. So this only helping the plant to float in the water. Okay. So this is the freshwater habitat. Next, marine water habitat. Marine water means sea water. Okay. So from outer space, Earth looks like an awesome blue marble. That is because most of Earth's surface, more than 70% is covered by oceans. Oceans also support the growth of plants. Marine water perform about 40% of all photosynthesis that occurs on the planet. Example, marine algae, sea grasses and marsh grass phytoplanktons. Okay. So marine water habitat means it is the sea water habitat. Okay. So in the sea also some of the plants and animals are living in. What are they? Some sea grasses, phytoplanktons, marsh grass are the plants, and animals we can see like sea horse, jellyfish, whale, shark, fishes. These are the animals we can see in the sea water. So in the sea water also they are living and reproducing their young ones. So such a habitat is known as marine water habitat. Marine is nothing but sea. Okay. So more than 70% is covered by the oceans. Okay. So from the outer surface, if we are going to the space, from the space, if you are taking a photo of Earth means we can see only the blue color mostly. Okay. Because 70% of Earth is covered by oceans. Okay. And this marine plants only performing nearly 40% of photosynthesis. So this is about the marine water. You can see some animals and plants in the marine water. Next, so these two are the water habitat. Okay, what do you mean by water habitat? Because these areas are covered by water. Okay, so this is known as aquatic habitat. Aquatic means aqua means water. Okay, so what are they? Freshwater habitat and marine water habitat. Freshwater means good water. Marine water means sea water. So both these areas also we can see some plants and animals over there. Okay. And next one, terrestrial habitats. Terrestrial habitats are the ones that are found on land like forest, grassland and desert. So terrestrial habitat means that are covered by land, like forest, grassland and desert. It also includes man-made habitats like farms, towns and cities. They can be as much as a continent or as much as small as an island. Okay. They make up about 28% of the entire world habitat. So in the earth itself, Just 28 percentage are there about the terrestrial habitat. What do you mean by terrestrial habitat? The area that covered by land is known as terrestrial habitat. So we can see forest, grassland, desert, and towns, cities. These are comes under terrestrial habitat. Okay. Example, rubber tree, teak tree, and neem tree. Terrestrial habitat are classified into three types such as desert, grassland, forest. So these are the types of terrestrial habitat. What do you mean by terrestrial habitat? The area which is covered by land is known as terrestrial habitat. The first one, desert habitat. A habitat without much water is called deserts. A habitat without much water is called deserts. Deserts are the driest place on earth. They get fewer than 25 centimeter of rainfall annually. Deserts cover at least 20% of the earth. The plants which grows in this habitat have thick leaves that store water and minerals. The plants like cactus store water in their stem and the leaves are reduced to spines. They have long roots that go very deep in the soil in the search of water. So desert is the habitat. So this is the most hottest and driest place over the earth. Okay, and it gets just 25 centimeter of rain every year. Okay, so just within a year, just 25% only they get rain. So the plants which are in this habitat, desert habitat, they have very thick leaves. Why? Because to store the water. Okay, and they have very long root. Why? Because they have to search the water in the soil. For that the leaves are very thick and roots are very lengthy. Leaves or stems to store the water, and root, it is need to search the water in the desert area. You can see the opensia plant and cactus plant in the desert, and so these plants, the leaves are very thick. Okay, why? Because to store the water and minerals in the leaves. And next one, grassland habitat. Grassland is an area where the vegetation is dominated by grasses. Grasses ranges from short to tall. Example, savanna grassland. So grassland habitat means, so in this place it is totally covered by the grasses. Okay, example, savanna grassland. Next, forest habitat. Forest is a large area dominated by trees. There are three types of forest and are tropical forest, temperate forest, and mountain forest. Annual rainfall ranges from 25 to 200 centimeter. So forest area, forest habitat. So this is the area which is covered by the forest. Forest means we can see the large number of trees and huge number of trees. We can see many wild animals and some birds also in the habitat. So this is known as forest habitat, and it gets nearly 25 to 200 centimeter of rainfall. Okay, and desert area just 25 centimeter only, but in the forest 25 to 200 centimeter. Okay, so this is about forest habitat. So what are the habitats? Aquatic habitat and terrestrial habitat. Aquatic habitat means the area which is covered by water is known as aquatic habitat. So here also we can see some plants and animals in the aquatic habitat. So that are divided into two types, freshwater habitat and marine water habitat. Freshwater means good water, marine water means sea water. Okay, and then terrestrial habitat, the area which is covered by land, is called as terrestrial habitat. Further, it is divided into three types, desert habitat and forest habitat and grassland habitat. Okay, so desert habitat will get very less rainfall, just 25 centimeter, but forest habitat it get much rainfall, just 25 to 200 centimeter. And plant adaptations and modifications. Some plants are modified based on their adaptations. Adaptations are special features in plants which help them to survive in the habitats they live in over a long period. Plants in a specific environment have developed special features which help them to grow and live in that particular habitat. In this chapter, let us study some adaptations like tendril, twinners and thorns. These adaptations are seen in plants which live in terrestrial and desert habitat. Okay, so some plants they are modified into something based on their adaptations. So they are mainly tendril, twinners and thorns. Okay, so these adaptations we can see in terrestrial and desert habitat. First one, tendril. So tendril is a twinning climbing organ of some weak stemmed plants like peas and bitter gourd. Tendril coils round a support and help the plant to climb. So tendril means it is a coil like structure like this. Okay. Like this only it will be there in the plant. So this only will support the plant to climb on anything. Okay, example sweet peas and bitter gourd. So sweet peas leaflets are modified into tendril. So in the sweet peas leaflet only modified into tendrils, and in the bitter gourd axillary buds are modified into tendril which helps the plant to climb. So you know what is axillary bud. So axillary bud means a bud near to the leaf is known as axillary bud. And next one, twinners. Some plants have weak stems. They cannot stand straight on their own. They must climb on any support to survive. Example, Clitoria and jasmine. So these are the plants have very weak stems. So they must need a support to, the whole plant itself need a support to any other. So that these are called as twinners. And next one, thorns. Leaves of some plants become wholly or partially modified into sharp pointed structures called thorns or spines for defensive purpose. Example, agave, opuntia, bougainvillea. So agave, the leaf apex and margins are modified into thorns. So the edge of the leaf is modified into thorns. And opuntia, the leaves are modified into spines. And bougainvillea, the stem has sharp thorns. Okay, so here in the agave, the leaf part are modified into thorns. Opuntia leaves are modified into spines or thorns. Bougainvillea, the stem has sharp thorns. Okay, so these are the plant adaptations and modifications. So habitat, each and every living organism need a place to live and reproduce. So that is called a habitat. There are two types, aquatic habitat and terrestrial habitat. Aquatic habitat, they are covered by water, is called aquatic habitat. Further, it is divided into two types, freshwater habitat and marine water habitat. And terrestrial habitat, so the area which is covered by land is known as terrestrial habitat. It is divided into three types, desert habitat, grassland habitat and forest habitat. Okay, and some for the based on the adaptations, some plants are modified into something based on their adaptations or based on their habitats. Okay, so they are tendril, twinners and thorns. Material reading. Answer in detail. Make a list of the functions of root and stem. What are the functions of root? Root fixes the plants to the soil. So root only fixes the plant to the soil. It absorbs water and minerals from the soil. So it search from the soil and it get the water and minerals. it stores food in some plants like carrot and beetroot. So carrot and beetroot vegetable are root part of the plants, and the functions of stem supports the branches, leaves and flowers and fruits. So in the stem part mainly we can see the branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. It transports the water and minerals from the root to upper aerial part plants. It transports the food from leaves to other part of the plants. So this transportation of minerals and water from the root to other part of the plant, and the food prepared by the leaves with the help of photosynthesis. So that food should be transported to other part of the plants. So these are done by the stem. Okay, so what are the functions of root? It fixes the plant to the soil. It absorbs water and mineral from the soil. It stores food in some plants like carrot and beetroot. And functions of stem. So stem only supporting the branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. It transporting the water and minerals from the root part to other part of the plant, and it transporting food from the leaves to other part of the plants. Study the given concept map. Connect them by drawing arrow marks. Complete the map filling by the blanks. So habitat. There are two types of habitat. What are they? Aquatic, terrestrial. Further, aquatic habitat are divided into two, freshwater and marine water. So in the freshwater, river, pond, lake. Terrestrial habitat, forest and grassland and desert. Okay, and what do you mean by aquatic habitat? The area which is covered by water. And what do you mean by terrestrial habitat? The area which is covered by land. Okay, now worksheet. A flowering plant consists of dash main parts. Okay, a flowering plant consists of dash main parts. So in a flowering plant, how many parts will be there? The underground part of the main axis of the plant is known as stem, root, branch, leaf. The dash is an example for monocotyledons, grass, paddy, maize, all the above. Dash is an example for taproot, bean, soya, grass, none of these. Dash plant is green in color and performs photosynthesis. Bitter gourd, cactus, bamboo, cucumber. So all answer are together, but you have to think very well and answer this question. And then match the following. World Habitat Day. Clitoria, stalk, stomata, thorns. So the correct answers are given here. You have to match it. Next one. Who am I? I absorbs water and minerals from the soil. I prepared food by the process of photosynthesis. I am the reason for the green color of leaf. I am the longest river. I am the fast growing plant. I am a forest and I produce half of the world's oxygen supply. So these are the some general questions also there. So these are the one word questions. And find the odd one out. Taproot, fibrous root, cluster root, tendril, beet, mango, papaya, neem. So based on the monocotyledons, dicotyledons, so everything you have to mix well and guess the answer. Aquatic, marine, freshwater, desert. A cave, opentia, bougainvillea, lily. Aloe vera, aloe, cactus, agave, guava. Okay, so these are the find the odd one out. So you have to guess the proper answer. Now give two examples. So taproot system, fibrous root system, marine water habitat, desert habitat, terrestrial habitat, thorns, twinners. So you have to find the answers. Okay, give two examples. Draw and label the following. So the structure of leaf and structure of taproot system. You have to draw and label the following. Thank you children. Complete your homework. Thank you.